Kann ich alsjeblieft 2 bier? Is that right? 2 bier? That's, I'm afraid, the extent of my Dutch. But by the end of the weekend, I hopefully will know a lot more. Where do you go here? Do you stand here? The pole? In front of the pole? Right there, that's amazing. Now, it says on the thing this is a lecture. So if you'd all get your pads and paper out, you've got yours, and turn to page 33. You've got the handbooks? Did you not bring your textbooks? This was going to be half an hour of Elven history. Oh, damn. Okay. No, but look, basically any questions? I've been up since 5 and my brain is gone, so ask me a question and I'll lie to you. Sir.
As the audience sees the production of The Lord of the Rings as an end product and is very touched by the film, but as an actor you see how the camera works, and I wonder if when you watch the film yourself, do you get the same effect, you get the same magical effect that we get, or it's just like, oh, well that was the funny part, that went all wrong the first time, or...
Nothing went wrong in the entire production. That's a full-on question to start with, isn't it? I think you're going to say, where do you get your hair done? Or something like that. Actually, it's a really good question. I must admit, when I first saw it, I was, thinking, am I going to enjoy this? Is it going to be... Are you seeing all the work that goes into it? And I was blown away. I sat back and just went, this is magical. And I think most of us, for the first time, we saw it, we went, that's the film we hoped. We hoped we were making, or part of, and but no one knew, because so many of the shots you see are, may just be someone walking through the forest, but there's probably one shot that was them walking through a forest. There's another shot of one of the scale doubles, there's some small stunt people who were doubling, walking through the forest. There'll be another shot of someone in a car park somewhere in Wellington with a blue screen behind them, standing there. There will be a shot of the forest. There'll be miniatures. There'll be all sorts of these things that get laid on to make one moment in film. So all that stuff you only see at the end of the day. It's one big film. Who liked film 1? Film 2? Film 3? Yeah. You see, film 1 it was all a bit la la la. Film 2 was all la. Film 3 was a bit of both. You cried, you laughed, you went yeah. And then you sat there for about half an hour at the end as they went through all those different endings going, God, I need to pee. Just hurry up. Come on, kiss and get on the boat. Just get on. Who's been to all 3 together? My God. Is it a catheter thing? I don't know. What do you do? How long is that? How long are all 3 films? You're mad! You got paid. How do you get paid to go and see movies? Promotion. What were you doing? You had to dress up as an elf. Nice. What kind of elf did you dress up in? Lothlorien elf. Cool. Who's your favourite elf? Gilgalad. I'll tell Mark Ferguson that bastard. They used to actually have, just for the elves, and it was just once you put the wig on, there was an extra team of, on set you have sort of the hierarchy. You have a first AD, first assistant director, who runs the set, basically, lives with the director, he controls it, he runs everything, he's the boss. Beneath that, there are second ADs, second assistant directors, who kind of run around looking after the actors and making sure everything happens for the first AD. Then there are third ADs who basically have to do all the horrible work, but vital. And then on Rings, there was a special, there was the fourth blonde ADs, and their job was just to run around with all the elves when they had their blonde wigs on going, oh, Cliff, don't let them walk over. So I hold up mirrors and hairbrushes. Come on. I'm making that up, by the way, that's not true. I'm sorry to all the blonde people who are now hating me. It's just joking. Yours isn't real anyway. But I never knew 2 + 2 could equal 5 until I put a blonde wig on. It was great. Why do blondes have shoulder pads? I shouldn't do blonde jokes, should I? Stop hitting their heads and they go, oh, sorry. I'm just bitterly jealous. The blonde lady at the back.
Which one of the 2 costumes is your favorite one?
Sorry?
Which was your favorite costume? The Hell's Deep one or the Lothlorien one?
Hell's Deep stuff. The armor is just beautiful. Hell to wear. Really, really uncomfortable to wear. Beautifully made, but it's all this Wetter who created all the armor. It's cool. And it's been a long day. It was just exquisite, all made of but made of fiberglass, so it was very light and then coated with some brilliant technique they invented. And it was all made of these ribs, beautiful, shiny, lovely ribs. But it also had a rib skirt at the back as well. So once you had this thing on, the only, to sit down, you kind of walk like this. And every time you do a battle sequence, you hear something split and go, oh, there's $1,000 gone. But when you wanted to take a break, just without taking all the gear off, the only space that you could bend, or there was like a little V just on your ass. So you had to find a corner and go, it's like being pregnant. Right, and then you sit and you relax like this for a couple of minutes with a bit sticking in there and a bit sticking. And you go, right, we're going back in. And then large men run at you with knives and try and smash you. But it was beautiful. I think all the costuming and the armor was just exquisite. And I think right from the beginning, which runs through all the films, is this attention to detail that every tiny thing that you got to work with was so beautifully made. And they found craftspeople all over the country and all around the world to make this stuff. So